Good morning, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us today, and welcome to Career Week. This presentation is Shaking Hands with Handshake. We are going to give everybody a little bit more time to kind of jump on, just another minute or two, to allow everyone to jump on. And I'm excited to talk to you about this brand new resource that the University Career Center here at University of Maryland has for alumni, students, employers. It's for everybody. So we'll just give it another minute. Thanks so much. And while you all are waiting, if you all wanted to put into the chat anything, say hello to your fellow Terps, where you're at this morning, whatever you'd like to share, what school, when you graduated. There's a lot of us here, so it's a nice chance to get connected. Let's see here. Good morning, everyone. I think we will go ahead and get started, and people can join as they as we're getting started. So just once again, to everyone who's just come on, welcome again to the Alumni Association's Career Week. This happens every January and is a great mix of opportunities for alumni to connect with the Alumni Association and other partners on campus and different employers as well, industry employers, to learn about ways that you can continue to use UMD as a resource for your career, regardless of how long ago you graduated. So welcome everyone this morning. I just wanted to let you all know, my name is Sharina Catalesi Payne. I am the Associate Director of Employer Relations and External Partnerships at UMD's University Career Center. So many of you probably used the University Career Center. I hope you did while you were here on campus. We represent all students. If you were in business or engineering or in public policy, you may have used a few of the other career centers on campus that we work very closely with. We're excited to have you join us for today's webinar, Shaking Hands with Handshake. This is the University Career Center's new career management platform. You all may remember the platform we used to use as Careers for Terps or Career C for T. And this webinar is brought to you by the Alumni Association's Career Week, a week-long in-person and virtual event series to help alumni like you advance their careers, hire fellow Terps, elevate your expertise, and you can register for more of those events at the Alumni Career Week that you can find online. So let's get started. So first, a quick introduction to Handshake, and just a heads up, I'm going to go through the presentation and then I'll just do a quick demo for you of the resource afterwards, just so you can see what it looks like inside as an alum, and then we'll move on from there. All right, so what is Handshake? So as of July 1st of 2023, Handshake replaced Careers for Terps, or C for T, as the University Career Center's new career management tool for its students and alumni. So this completely took over C for T. A little bit about Handshake. Handshake is a platform that is across the US and the UK. It started in 2013. It has taken the career centers across the US by storm. Over 1,400 universities in the US use this platform for their students, alumni, employers, and for their staff. You can think of it kind of like a mix between an Indeed and a LinkedIn, and if you're on Terrapins Connect as well. So it's kind of got a lot of those kind of resources. It started in 2013. Now 90% of the top 100 universities in the US use it to connect their students and alumni to employers during school and after graduation. So it is a huge platform, well used by everybody. And we were the last school in the DMV area, the last university in the DMV area to begin to use Handshake. And so the employers that I work with, I'm an employer relations team, we're very happy to see that University of Maryland College Park got onto Handshake. All right. So that's a little bit about what the platform is. So how to create an account. So all of you are alum, depending on when you graduated. There's different ways that you will sign up for an account. So if you are an alum who graduated in May of 2023, or August of 2023, or December of 2023, you may log in using your Terp Mail account. And so you can, if you remember your Terp Mail, go ahead and log into Handshake, and you can use that link that's up here to log into Handshake, and you'll be able to create your account. After you've created your account, you can then change your email to anything that you want. And then if you have graduated further out than that, you can go to this online link that you see here, and I will put these links in the chat afterwards. And you can request an account online. It usually takes about a day for we confirm that you're a University of Maryland College Park alum, and then we approve your account and you can begin to use it. You can call the front desk as well, and you can email the email here, uccstudenthelp@umd.edu, and the staff here will help walk you through creating that account. So those are the few ways to do it. A few things to note: if you are a Smith graduate from the business school, they did not, you can create a Handshake account and you're more than welcome to use it, and I encourage you to do so. But just a heads up that Smith continues to use the 1220 Hire Smith platform for everything. So if you are in the business school, just a heads up on that. Create a Handshake account by all means. You can never have too many resources, right? But just know that your home school back at University of Maryland is still using 1220. And the same for the School of Public Policy. If you graduated from the School of Public Policy, you can join Handshake and use it as a resource, but they still use their own platform here at the university for students and alumni as well. So you might want to use both. All right. One of the other big reasons you will want to use Handshake is for the career resources. And I am trying to forward this, and let's see here. There we go. So career resources in Handshakes. This is one of the main reasons we want to make sure that our alumni continue to connect with us and connect with this new system, Handshake. We have 10 exclusive career resources for University of Maryland alumni. Regardless of how long ago you've graduated, you have access to these resources for the rest of your life, for the rest of your career. In the next 10, 15, 20 years, you want to make a career change, a career switch, you can always come back to your alma mater and use these resources. These resources are also available to you just like off the street as someone finding these companies and resources online. But remember that you have full access to these resources for free as an alum, and usually have more access to more functionality and resources within each of these resources. So LinkedIn Learning, I think a lot of us are probably familiar with. Do not pay for LinkedIn Learning. You can get it for free as an alum. Pathway U is a brand new resource that we did not have until about a month ago. And it acts as a career compass that guides you in discovering education and career pathways that fit your unique interest and your values. So it's a unique, it kind of connects like personality type, your personal values, and your unique interests, and kind of pulls all of this data together to suggest different education and career pathways. It's a really great tool. It has a lot of power behind it. We're just beginning to scratch the surface with what our students and alum can do with this, but I really encourage you to check it out. Going global, of course, if you have an interest in international employers or working internationally, or if you are an international alum, this is a great resource. So it can help you in finding jobs abroad and helping you to learn how to find jobs abroad and how to work abroad, how to apply for jobs abroad, what the process is. And then if you are an international student at University of Maryland and you are now an alum, you can use Going Global to help you find and search for jobs in the US that have sponsored work for H-1B. Terrapins Connect, of course, is with our Alumni Association, and so you can reach it here as well as through their website. We encourage all of our alumni to use Terrapins Connect. This is where alumni can network together. There's discussion groups, job postings, networking tools. You can conduct informational interviews with other alum. You can act as a mentor yourself and conduct informational interviews with students. So it goes all ways in all directions. So just letting you know that that's available there too. The next one is Big Interview. This is new as well. It replaced the other interview resource that we have. So if you are in need of practicing interview skills, or if you need help practicing what it's like to do a virtual, like recorded interview or an AI interview, if you've ever been asked to do that by a company that you're applying with, you can go to Big Interview and kind of use this as an inoculation experience and what it's like to do an interview with no one actually on the other side. You're just being recorded, and it gives you excellent feedback. This is a hugely helpful tool. It will give you feedback about your body language, what's in your background, your eye contact, how fast or slow you're moving. You're speaking, how many ums and things like that you're using. So you can really use it to help get feedback of what it's like to, see yourself doing an interview online. And it's just a great way to help with interview questions, like a lot of basic questions you can go in through by pre-law, pre-med. Different industries have different canned questions that you can choose and pick and practice. Let's see here. Mintra is a great for neurodivergent job seekers, autism, ADHD, dyslexia, etc. It has access to hundreds of jobs. You can complete one application. And so this is a great resource here. Quad Jobs is more for students, but as an alum, if you have a small business or if you need short-term, you're in the area of DC, of the Maryland College Park area, and you need babysitting or dog walking or help with anything like that, you can hire your fellow Terps and for kind of one-off jobs to help them make money while they're in school. Small businesses use it as well when they need kind of an influx of staff during certain times of year. So that's something you can think of as well when you're hiring Terps. So let's see, the Vault, you can gain helpful insight on a variety of industries and career paths through guides, blogs, and videos. So Vault is full of a lot of great and helpful guides. What can I do with this major? So after you've graduated and you have the major from University of Maryland, you can look at typical career areas, types of employers that hire people with each major, as well as strategies to make you more marketable as a candidate if you are still looking for work. Focus 2 is a really powerful tool and one we use a lot. It helps students and alumni identify their natural strengths by taking personality and work preference self-assessments. And again, all of these are in Handshake. This is the only way you can access them. So if you are interested in using any of these resources as an alum, it is behind our firewall in Handshake, because these are all paid resources exclusively for our students and alumni. So one of the biggest reasons today I want to tell you to get that Handshake account, regardless of what school you graduated or how long ago you graduated, is to make sure that you continue to have access to these opportunities. All right. And so once you're in Handshake, what can you do in Handshake? You can search for jobs, you can search for fellowships, you can search for graduate schools. Again, it's kind of like an Indeed/LinkedIn, but the difference being that in Handshake, these are employers who are specifically coming to University of Maryland. They have a connection with me and my team in employer relations. A lot of these opportunities are available because they want to hire alumni specifically from College Park, right? So while you can go into Indeed and LinkedIn and things, this is a little bit more targeted. You can research specific employers and find contacts. A lot of times when there's a job posted, the employer has posted their name and their actual email, so you can apply to the job as well as follow up and ask questions about it. You can schedule career advising appointments. So I just want to take a moment here. As alumni, I want you to continue to remember through the years of your career that you always have access to the University Career Center, the Engineering Career Center, the Smith Career Center to use resources. You always have access to the Alumni Association, Terrapins Connect, and Ellie at the Alumni Association, who works with our alumni a lot. So always I just want you to always remember your alma mater. If you're between jobs or you're trying to make a career change, an industry change, to remember that. Always come back to your alma mater for resources and support. And so the way it works for career advising is if you have graduated less than 12 months ago, you still have access to the same career advisors that you used while you were a student here, that is connected to your school. So if you went to arts and humanities for 12 months after you graduate, you come back, and just as if you were a student, you can still make appointments with that program director and those career advisors. Once you are 12 months out, we do have a person in our office, Linda Lenore, who has worked with alumni for decades, and she's available for appointments after that. And again, I will follow up with some of this information in the chat afterwards. But be sure to sign in through, to make these appointments, you can create the Handshake accounts, sign in through Handshake, and create, go ahead on the app or anything like that. You can go ahead and make those appointments, or you can call our front desk and email us, and I'll put that information again in. You can showcase your profile and highlight skills to employers. It's very similar to LinkedIn. Unfortunately, you can't copy your LinkedIn profile to Handshake like through the systems, but you can just kind of copy and paste everything that you have in LinkedIn into your Handshake account to highlight your profile. And one of the biggest things is you can register for career fairs and other recruitment events. And I want alumni to remember this as well. You are always welcome to the recruitment events that we have at the University Career Center. Many of them are virtual, some of them are in person, and you are always welcome to attend as an alum. So keeping that in mind, and so this is where you can see what events are coming up and where you can sign up for them. You're always welcome to just show up to a career fair, networking reception, or an event as well. All right. So here is, if you want to download Handshake onto your phone or anything, I'll give you a moment to go ahead and do that. I'm also going to, while you do that, I'm going to see here. I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to share some links in here. I want to make sure that you all have links to register for Handshake. And I will continue really quick. So this is the link where you can register for a Handshake account. And again, if you graduated in May 2023 or after, you can use your TERP mail and sign into Handshake. All right. Okay. So we'll go ahead and continue on. So the other thing here that you can do as alumni is you can hire your fellow TERPs. So of course you can use Handshake for your own personal use. But we also, encourage our alumni to go into Terrapins Connect and into Handshake to hire their fellow TERPs who have either as interns while they're students or if you're looking for recent graduates. So if you are a hiring manager or you own your own business, you can use Handshake to create a free account. So just quickly wanted to go through that. Handshake is a free recruitment management tool for all employers. They do have a paid version as well, but 90% of employers on Handshake use the free version. So feel free to do that. You can connect with 13 million job seekers. You can post jobs and internships. You can post your own recruitment events. You can register for career fairs and networking receptions with my office to help build your brand. and get in front of your fellow Terps and talk to them about opportunities at the organization that you're at. So whether you're a hiring manager or whether you own your own business, or you just want to make sure you love where you work and you want to make sure that other Terps know about it too, you can talk to your HR office. Again, nearly 1 million employers are on Handshake, and most employers at this point are already on Handshake. So you can talk to your HR office, and they probably already have a Handshake account, so you can join it. 90% of the top rank institutions in the US use it. Over 1,400, and like I said, nearly 1 million employers are on Handshake. So just remember it also as a tool for yourself as a hiring manager, or if you want to just share opportunities with your fellow Terps. A few other ways as alumni that I want to make sure that you all know, and then we can get to question and answer, and I'm happy to demo what it looks like and how to do things. Intern for a day. I don't know, maybe some of you have took part of Intern for a Day while you were here. I would love to see maybe a raise of hands or in the chat if you took part. Oh, great. That's great that you took a Carmiel. That was so wonderful that you took part in it. So now that you're an alum, we are always looking for employers to host interns for the day or to do virtual experiences to explore potential careers. But so as an alum, I encourage you to encourage your organization, if you own your own business, or your HR office or someone to do this. It is an extremely well-organized opportunity. There's lots of training for the employers. There's training for the interns. It's all very step-by-step and organized by our office. They provide you with opportunities to kind of create what the day should look like. You can say, I want to host one person. We've had up to 20 students go to one job site. And so this is really such a great career exposure opportunity for our students. The deadline is February 5th. And so let me go ahead and provide you with that information here. But yeah, I'll provide you with the link really quick so that you know where to go. All righty. And you know what? I think I'll go ahead and start. I'll continue on with everything for right now. Oh, 1 second. Now I'm there we go. All right. Other ways that you can volunteer to support your fellow Terps is we are always looking for career course assistance. So there's many career courses. Maybe some of you took those career courses while you were here. It takes just like an army of alumni and and volunteer employers to help students with their resume review and mock interviews. So if you have any interest in assisting with that, I will provide that information. And then we are in need of career fair prep assistance. So just a heads up, career fair prep assistance is needed for the fall, for the February spring fair. This is where you would come in person. So if you're in the area, it's really great for in the area Terps. Come in person, review resumes for Terps before they attend the career fair. It's a great way to give back, to help students to get ready for their career fair day that they're having. And just a heads up, there are some upcoming career events that you all are very welcome to attend. The Spring Career and Internship Fair. And again, you are welcome to attend this as a seeker. If you are still seeking work or looking for different work, I'm going to put this link right here. Let's see here. So there you go. So that is for if you are looking to attend as an alum looking for work and you want to meet with some of the 300 employers that are going to be there over the course of the day. Here's the link. If you are an employer and you want to have a booth at the fair and start to, hire interns or entry-level jobs, or mid-level jobs, you can do that here as well. So I just wanted to make sure you all had that. And then this is just a heads up of some other career fairs that are coming up. So again, As an employer or as an alum looking for work, you are welcome to attend all these events. And all the ways to register for these events is in Handshake. And so you can go into Handshake and register for these events. And then a little bit, if you have graduated in August or December, just a reminder that we are still collecting graduation surveys, and we really encourage you to share where you've landed, what you're doing. Even if you're still looking for work, please let us know, because we do kind of do some proactive reaching out to you. So, just like, how you doing? Did you need some help? If you're planning to go to grad school, if you've landed somewhere for work, this data really helps and is shared with your fellow Terps on an anonymous level, right? So this is where all the econ students from University of Maryland ended up going. It really helps our students and our staff to share that with employers. We share that with students, and they get a better idea of what they can do with their major, what employers they can work with after they graduate. So it's a great way to kind of give back by sharing that information, and it is all anonymous as well. All righty. And you all are very welcome to keep my email here. And I wanted to go ahead and stop share for a second. I'm gonna share my screen, but I wanted to see if you had any questions, and then I can demo Handshake and what it looks like as a student. So just one second. And here is my email. If you have any questions about creating a Handshake account, I can make sure to help you or get to the right person. If you are hiring Terps, then please, reach out to me as the employer relations person. I'm happy to do that and make sure that you're connecting. Let's see here. And so let me go ahead. I'm going to stop share so that we can see each other a little better here. And let's see here. I'm going to go through and see if there's any questions that have been coming through. Welcome, everyone. Glad to hear that Intern for a Day helps so many people. I'm going to make sure I'm not missing any things here. Intern for a Day.
Hi, Sharina, it's Ellie.
Hello, Ellie, you're still here.
Yes,
Okay,
I'm still here to help.
Okay,
I was
great.
able to look at the chat, and I'm happy to just field a couple questions for you. We
great.
just got one in from Candace, who says, any suggestions for some more seasoned folks who are looking for work?
Okay, now I see that one. I was scrolling through. So for seasoned alums still looking for work, like I said, please, like, you're taking advantage of resources like Career Week, the Alumni Association. Ellie, I know you have opportunities and guides that you use to help people who are looking for work. I would suggest also that you can make an appointment with Linda Lenore. She has worked at the Career Center for decades, and let me go ahead and put her email here. Candace, I warned Linda that she was gonna maybe get some emails after this, Linda at edu.edu. Let me just make sure I'm doing that correctly. All right. But yes, so she has been in the career field for decades, and she works with alumni on a daily basis. Those who have a lot of great experience already and are in need of looking for a job or looking to change directions. And so we highly recommend that you reach out to those opportunities that you have to connect with the Alumni Association. Terrapins Connect, use Terrapins Connect. You can connect with other alumni. And then also using Handshake. Handshake, just a heads up, it is got a lot of internships. It's got a lot of entry level. It does have mid-level and higher level career, but a little bit less because it is used by career centers at the universities across the US to help their students hire. And so you can find stuff, and I see it all the time. But a lot of times when you're first looking, you're like, oh, this is just for entry level. This is just for internship. This is not for someone who has seasoned background. But you can find that information. And so please do that and take some time to look for that. And then, of course, meeting with Linda and Ellie to help guide you. And I'm glad that you're here and using your alma mater for those opportunities.
Sharina, can I jump in quickly?
Please do, because I'm sure you can talk a little more about what you offer.
Yes, well, I was just gonna say, luckily we have a partnership with the Career Center and the Handshake platform. So any of the jobs that are posted on Handshake are sent over to our Terrapins Connect job board. And an exciting piece there is that our job board, and if you attend our session on Friday, we talk a little bit more about the Terrapins Connect networking and mentorship platform. But on this job board, you'll be able to see all the jobs that are mainly for our mid and senior level alumni, like you said, maybe some of the more seasoned professionals. And then with that, you can also see some of your fellow Terps who have experience at that company. So you'll be able to say, oh, wow, I'm looking for a job at Capital One, and I see that Sharina works there. Let me message her directly. She's a fellow Terp. So just a great example of how the Career Center and Alumni Association are working together. So.
Absolutely. Yes, you will have access to the recording. So Catherine, your question about for Linda, because you're attending this event, I am sharing with you her email directly. And when you email her, she can certainly point you to Handshake, but she is also able to make appointments kind of like for you as you're waiting for your Handshake account to be created. But to create your account, you can email the UCC student help. So I've just put that in there. You can also, let's see here, go straight to Handshake right here, this is where you'll go. And so you'll go to Handshake at this link right here, and request your alumni account. And again, if you're May 2023 or after, you already have one. You just have to claim it with your Terp Mail Gmail, and then you can change your email to whatever you want. If you've graduated longer ago than that, you can do that here. So it will take a couple of days for your alumni account to be approved, because we do have to go in and check that everyone requesting an account with us is actually an alum. Let's see here. I'm just going back because there was I will be showing. So I can go ahead. Oh, there was a LinkedIn. They have premium package. Is this what Handshake provides for free? I'm paying for it now, but we'll like to switch over. So this is LinkedIn Learning, which is different from LinkedIn. So this question from Candace. LinkedIn Learning is where you can go to get guidance and tutorials on anything from how to be a more effective supervisor, to how to use Python, to how to use Excel, to like any platform that you can imagine that you need guidance on how to use it. You can find that in LinkedIn Learning. It is an excellent tool and resource. A lot of employers will provide it to their employers, so you can check and see if your current employer has one. But as an alum, you have access to it for free. The premium package in LinkedIn is more for your account and things, so that's different. But that was for LinkedIn Learning, so I wanted to clarify that. Let's see here. Let's see.
I see the question about, is there an
Terps
app
Connect.
for Terrapins Connect? Yes, we do have an app. Let me grab the link and I'll drop it in the chat for you.
Okay, great. And then I am going to demo really quick what it looks like on the alumni/student side. So let me go ahead and share my screen again. Okay, so once you have an approved account, this is what Handshake looks like from the student and alumni side, alumni who are using Handshake to look for work. And so this is the landing page. Over here, you'll see jobs. This is where you can go in and search for jobs. You can see that some of them start popping up. You can search by location. You can search by whether it's on-site, remote. You can search for full-time, part-time jobs, internships, and then all the filters here. You can go through here, and there's so many different ways to search for jobs. You can look at what type of job role you're interested in looking for, what industry you're interested in. You can search for all these things here. If you are not a US citizen and you were like an international student at University of Maryland, if you're currently on your OPT or on an H-1B or anything, you can search for jobs here that say jobs are eligible for US visa sponsorship. So this is, employers put that when they are willing to sponsor for a job. And so you can search for all those jobs that are in Handshake that are willing to sponsor. Or if you're still looking and you're on your OPT and you're still looking or looking for another job on your OPT, you can also check these buttons here to look for those jobs that say that they are willing to hire for OPT or CPT. That being said, for these work authorization ones, look at everything, because not all people who post in Handshake know what these questions mean, as you're probably aware. And so just, even if they don't say that they sponsor or hire OPT, still apply, still, don't take your hat out of the ring. And then the final thing for my international students and alumni who are on OPT or anything like that, be very wary if a job says it does not require US work authorization. The only reason that would be the case would be because the job is not in the US, that it is, and there's plenty of international jobs posted in Handshake. And obviously, if the job is in China, there is no US work authorization needed. But please be wary and mindful of your work authorization, and protecting your status, right? And not finding jobs that, like, well, my employer told me there was no work authorization needed. You have to advocate and protect yourself there. So that's one part of Handshake that I'm not quite as happy with. Events, so you can click on events here and you can see all the events that are in Handshake. You can click on career fairs that are happening. This is where you can go to sign up for like the Public Health Career Expo, Performing Arts, Architecture is coming up, the Spring Career and Internship Fair. I encourage all alum who are still looking for work to go there and attend the fair. You can register ahead of time or just show up the day of. That's fine too. Environmental Career Fair, and then the Just-in-Time meetup as well in May. So you are welcome to all of these events. You can search for employers and learn more about employers and their profiles, try to find employers that are willing to connect and talk with you. In Career Center, this is where you would go for resources. So someone had a question. Yes, you can get resources on your phone. They unfortunately kind of bury the resources a little bit. You go to your main page, you click on Career Center, and then you click on resources. And once you click on resources, you will be able to see all of the resources that are available to you. And so this is all the 10 exclusive, and you can also look at them individually here. I highly, highly encourage you to take advantage of all of these resources and start using them. And just a bit on, I'm going to show you my kind of my fake student profile or alumni profile here. This is what the profile looks like. You can see as you go down your journey, your tagline, information that you want to put about yourself. You can put a photo. This is basically like a LinkedIn account, and you can copy and paste straight over. You can put this information here. The more information that you put in your interests, like the roles that you're looking for, the cities you're interested in working in, the industries, the skills that you have down here, the better chances you'll have of hearing from employers. And where you hear from them is in the messages. So you have an inbox here. And so my inbox, it shows that I've had KPMG, Scotia Bank, Under Armour has reached out to me as an alum, encouraging me to apply for jobs or attend, recruitment events that they're going to be at and things like that. So this is what it looks like here. And then if you are looking to create a free employer account, there is an employer account side as well, which I won't go into here. I just wanted to see if there were any other questions or tips. Let's see. Oh yeah, so she's put Terrapin's Connect that you would like to hear from me. I just want to make sure that you come to the career fair, come to any recruitment events, either as a seeker or as someone hiring students. We do virtual events as well. We love to have alumni come back to sit on panels. We have a lot of panels like Careers In cybersecurity, careers in publishing. And if you are interested in being an alum, sitting on one of those panels, helping your fellow Terps, then please, you've got my email, reach out to me and I can make sure that you're connected to the right people. Ellie, if you're still here, was there anything else that I should chat about or?
Still
And
here, yeah.
Yeah, and I can share, Ellie, I'm not sure if you're doing this, but I can share the slides and we can share that out with everybody afterwards too.
Yes, if we could share the slides and also the recording, I'll put up on the Career
Yep.
Week playlist, so
Mhm.
everyone can view that. And then I am getting a couple questions about Terrapins Connect, actually. So just to clarify, Terrapins Connect is powered by People Grove. So that's just the company we work with to run that platform. So that platform is specifically for current students and alumni of the university, and it's a space for them to connect for mentorship and networking. So it's only for Terps. We call it the LinkedIn for Terps, and it's really exclusive because, like I mentioned in my example earlier, folks really use that platform to make connections with fellow Terps and, you know, have one leg up and one foot in the door of connection, because you all, you know, have the commonality of being fellow Terps. So I know that always helps when looking for a job if you already have something in common with folks. And I think there were a couple other questions about how to use the platform. Susan, hi Susan, it's good to see you on here. Let's connect separately. I can help you get logged in. I can help you get logged in. The link that I sent is a support site, so it looks like she might be having trouble getting in. So I can talk to you separately about that.
All right. And if you are interested in Intern for a Day as an employer, I'm just putting in some links here. So Intern for a Day, that's where you can sign up. And Parmiala, did you have a question? You can come off mute. That's fine.
Oh, I didn't want to interrupt. Please finish your thought.
Oh, no, that's okay. You can go ahead. That's okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm so sorry. I just had a question in terms of Handshake.
Mhm.
So, I graduated from Maryland a while ago,
Mhm.
but I was introduced to Handshake recently through my local community college. I was taking a course there. Now, I created my account through them, but you know, throughout my journey with going through this whole process, I really wanted to see, what do you recommend if I wanted to, you know, rejoin Handshake and through my alma mater? Is that something you recommend?
Yes. So I believe as long as you have two separate emails, you can hold two separate student accounts. So one with your community college and then one with University of Maryland College Park. And so, yes, I would highly recommend that you go ahead and request an account through the University of Maryland College Park as well, because we have different contacts, different employers, you know, and so like, and employers who are looking for people with a bachelor's or a master's, you know, whereas at a community college, they're focused on people with associates or certificates and things. So I think it's important to use that. So yes, that's a great question too. So you might have gone to undergrad and then graduate school, and you know, like, or you have many different alma maters. You can have more than one Handshake account, one for each school. You just have to have a different email. And if you have any questions or get tripped up on any of that, like it keeps logging me into my community college one when I'm trying to get into UMD, you all can email me, but you can always also reach out directly to Handshake, and Handshake can assist you in kind of untangling things if things get tangled. So that's a great question. Thanks for bringing that up, because I'm sure you're not the only one who has access to Handshake, probably from many different schools that may be in your background. So great question. Thank you. All right. And then I was just going to say, this is, I'm going to put these forms in here. If you are interested in being an alum, assisting with the career course by helping students with a resume review and a mock interview, I highly encourage you to do that. You do not have to be professionally trained in any of this. Just being an alum, being in the workforce, helping a student who this is all new to them, right? And so you're really just helping give feedback and things. So you all have valuable experience in that area. And then this is for the upcoming career fair, which is on February 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. We are going to need help from alum, especially those in the area who can come in person, to sit with the students and just have a look at their resume. A lot of times it's the student's first time ever creating a resume. And so it's great to have someone help, and they just love connecting with alumni. And so they're happy. We can talk to them all day about what their resume can look like, but when they hear from an alumni who is an employer and also in the workforce, like it hits them differently, and they really appreciate it. So I just wanted to make sure I got those links in there for you. All righty. Thank you all so much. Any other questions before we complete the day today? All right. I'm really glad that you all are here. Take advantage of Career Week. It looks like there's a lot of great stuff. Ellie, if you want to put that link back on again, sign up for everything. It looks like there's some fun in-person ones. So if you're in the area where the in-person ones are, it's so much fun to meet up with fellow alumni. So glad you're here, and reach out to me, reach out to Linda. I have a question above, Abigail. Oh no, where is your question? I'm so sorry. Oh, is there a way to suggest an industry for a panel you'd like to see? Yes, absolutely. Send me an email. I'm happy to take it. When we're doing industry panels in the Career Center, we usually rotate which industries we're doing panels for in the fall and in the spring, so that rotates around. But if you have ideas, ones you want to see, or if you are in an industry and you want to come back as an employer and talk about that industry, then you're more than welcome to do that too. All right. Thank you so much. And again, feel free to email me with any follow-up, and we'll get you to the right people.
I'm sorry, real quick.
Yes,
How do
of
we get
course.
access to the recording again?
Oh, so so Ellie and I will be sending that out, I believe, right, Ellie? So you'll help me in that. So I'm going to provide her with the slides and the recording. And then Ellie, I
Yes.
believe you're going to.
And I'm dropping the link to our YouTube playlist that has all of the Career Week 2024 video recordings for any of our virtual panels or discussions that we're having. So you'll see that populate in the next couple of days as those recordings trickle in.
Awesome, thank you.
Right. One other thing for our international students who are now alum, we do have two virtual international career fairs happening in February. So be sure to look at Handshake and have a look at those. And this is for US and global employers hiring students from all over the world. So it's a great opportunity. Thanks all. Okay.